Hey YouTube, it's Sharita21. I'm just doing a really quick check-in just to show you what I did to my hair this week. I did a chunky box twist, no, excuse me, box braids in the back, and I cornrowed the front. And then I actually wore those dookie braids in my hair for like 2 days, and pulled those out today and wore it as a braid out. So tomorrow I might untwist or unbraid the front and wear the whole thing out and maybe put a headband on it. But that's just the hair of the week. Anyway, tonight's video is actually about my 3-year old. I'm doing her hair for her pictures tomorrow, and I just wanted to stop in real quick and show you what I'm doing with her. So, all right, so this is my 3-year old, and she is in her happy place, knocked out, sleep in my bed. Hopefully, her snoring doesn't drown me out as I talk about her hair. But what I'm doing is, um, last week, I actually parted her hair at the crown, like from ear to ear, and had these two strand twists in the back. And then she wore two ponytails in the front, split it straight down the middle, and she wore two ponytails in the front. And then this week, I took those two ponytails down and put the two strand twists in her ponytails too. So her head is actually two strand twisted all over right now. Tomorrow for her pictures, I wanted to do a twist out, and this is the first time I've ever tried a twist out on her hair. I know it's going to look really pretty, but I just have never let her wear one before, so we'll see how they go for her pictures. These are preschool pictures. So because the twists in the back were old, they're a little frizzy. So I guess I'll put one of the old ones out so you can just see what they look like, and hopefully that picks up on camera. But they're just kind of frizzy, and well, you'll see better when I pull one loose so you can see what it looks like. Anyway, this is one that I already pulled out, and the only thing that I'm doing is dampening them with the spray bottle, um, stretching them to detangle the frizziness in them, kind of running my fingers through and finger combing it. Let me back this up a little bit so you can see better. And then I'm taking the Curl Enhancing Smoothie, and I'm putting a dab of that on my fingers and just running it down. I figured this will make it look like a fresh twist out instead of an old one. Um, and I'm really glad that I decided to do this. Like I kind of messed with her hair tonight, because I would have been really disappointed in the morning if I tried to pull these twists out and saw how tangled they were. You can even see it on this one. That, if you have experience with doing twists, two strand twists, they don't look that bad when they get old, because they kind of puff out and they still look like twists. But when you go to pull those things apart, they are really tangled, um, almost more than what they would be if they were braided. So, to try to pull it loose in the morning for a twist out, it would have been extra frizzy, and maybe the curl pattern wouldn't have been as defined in it. So I'm glad that I pulled it out tonight instead of waiting until tomorrow morning. But as I stated, all I'm doing is taking that curl enhancing smoothie and pulling it all the way down her twist, and then retwisting it. As you can see, her hair is super long, um, down her back, but of course it shrinks up, and they're not going to look that long tomorrow on the twist. I don't even care about that. She's 3, by the way, so it's not really like, um, it's not like I'm in a super duper major rush to show how ridiculously long her hair is. I'm sure we'll have plenty more years of flossing this long, thick hair, and I'm fine with it. It still looks long now, even with it in its shrunken state. So it doesn't at all bother me. And trust me, I thought about it. I mean, this is her first year in preschool, and I definitely thought about doing a blowout style in her hair. And I thought twice about it because you know, I just hit my year natural, and I have been hesitant about doing blowouts in my own hair. So therefore, I don't know. I just felt like, why do that in her hair when I don't even want to do it in my own? We'll have plenty of time for all of that, but it's just, to me, it's just not that time. So, all right. So I got up and moved my light so that you can see a little bit better, and hopefully I don't repeat myself too much when I do the editing. But I just want to show you again. This is the part that I did from ear to ear in her hair. This is the back that has been two strand twisted for a week. These have all been redone, but here's one that is old. You can see how frizzy it is. Um, and what I'm doing is taking these frizzy ones, old ones loose, spraying them down with the spray bottle, and I'm untwisting. I'm just sticking my finger in the middle of the two twists and pulling downward as far as I can. And then once it stops, because this is the part, sorry, I'm out of frame there. Okay, this is the part where it's kind of tangled at the end. So once it stops on me, that's when I come down and I kind of untwist in the opposite direction and try to get it to untwist from the bottom. And then I do the same process where I stick my finger in between the two and pull downward. And then that's where you can see where that tangle is, that is holding the two strands together. And I just gently pull on that, pull it apart. Sorry, I'm trying to get it where you can see it. Okay, pull that apart like that, and they'll usually come loose. Um, then I'm just taking the hair and smoothing downward. I'm doing this method to try to reduce the tangles, but also eliminate that pulling and tugging. She is knocked out sleep right now, even with me talking over her. But at the same time, I've done this before where I've done her hair while she was asleep, and if I hit a tug, like snagging her hair, she's going to wake up snapping. I mean, like throwing a fit, throwing elbows and the whole nine. So I know I have to be gentle with her, even though she's knocked out sleep, because once I hit that snag, she's gonna wake up. But more importantly, I don't want to hit the snag. I don't want to pull her hair loose. Excuse me, pull her hair out, or break it off in any kind of way, trying to get through a tangle. So just smoothing my fingers, kind of flattening the hair and smoothing down the hair shaft is making that hair detangle just from the water being on it. But this one is actually unraveling already on its own, because this is an old one. So I'm going to pull it loose. All right. Same thing with this one. It's very tangled. So I'm going to spray it. Run that water down. Stick my finger in between the top of the twist. Bring it down as far as I can. Then start untwisting from the bottom till I find a point that I can stick my finger in and bring that down. Wow, this one's real tangled. All right. Okay, there we go. So there's that strand that is holding it together again. So I'm going to pull that loose like that, just to be gentle with it. Back up to this part where it was tangled again. See that? That's the strand that's holding it together. Just pull that loose gently through that strand. There it goes. All right. Her hair is like a completely different texture in the front too. So these are the softer ones. Like that one's already pulling a loose, but her hair in the front is really like, uh, it's a three something. I don't even want to necessarily call it 3C hair, because I'm not convinced it's even that thick. I think it's a lot thinner than that in the front. So these ones might be kind of frizzy anyway. I think I'm just gonna hit the ends of the ones in the front with a little bit more curl enhancing smoothie, and hopefully that'll just seal the tip so it'll have a nice curl on the tip. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore you anymore in this video. I'll probably do an update video in the morning just to show the results.